Sports. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. On first down, Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. First and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second and inches, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second and goal from inside the 5. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. But 1st down, Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's caught. Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that was nice. Jalen Hurts to Jalen Rager. Jalen to Jalen. And the Eagles are hoping to see much more of that. Just 31 catches as a rookie for Rager. They're hoping that that number at least doubles in 2021.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell.
And he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Goddard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
And Gordon's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Wow. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts. Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 28. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line. What we got? Watch 18.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
42, Eagles 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That good for 19 and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.